Happy New Year! It is January 3rd, 2020. Can you believe it? Welcome back to the Friday Five. This is episode 39. And for all my nonprofit marketers out there, I hope you had a very successful year-end fundraising season. I hope you had some fun during the holidays as well. But here we are, new year, new you, new organization. And let's build off that momentum from December and move that into January to have a really powerful 2020 when it comes to our nonprofits marketing efforts. So for those that are new to the show in this new year, this is where we take 5 minutes and we answer some of the biggest digital marketing challenges our community in our Facebook group called Digital Marketing for Nonprofits asks every single week. So without further ado, I'm going to hit this 5-minute timer and get to as many of these as we can, and let's go. All right, timing, here we go. All right, first challenge is from Lindsay from Prevent Child Abuse Tennessee. Biggest challenges: we're great at engaging followers, but I think we could do a better job of engaging donors, more targeted messaging, etc. And I totally hear what you're saying. Sometimes what comes to mind for me is the unscalable is the most important. And honestly, it sounds like your team needs to be led in just tripling down on stewardship and retention and improving that donor experience. So talk to your donors. What do they want? How can you be different? How do you show more love and care? And then naturally, they'll actually start to engage with you even more on social, and they'll hopefully share your cause and things like that too. But I would really just focus in on less on the digital side, more on that stewardship side, and use that language internally. All right, next is from Kyra from the Humane Society of Northeast Georgia. A great cause. Biggest digital marketing challenge is successful storytelling. And I mean, for you, the good news, honestly, is you get to tell the stories about animals and their impact on, the humans that rescue them. It's really great. People love to have their heartstrings pulled, and you can do that. And often that just comes down to sourcing stories continually and investing the time and talent, the resources to make those stories powerful and to capture those stories. One thing I recommend for 2020 is capturing stories on video, which can then be transcribed into written or video and written blogs. And you have amazing cause. Maybe you can source a volunteer who can give you X amount of video hours a month. And then from there, every story just has a great story arc, right? And really thinking about that when you tell these stories. A great story will hook somebody in with an opening hook or a one-liner. And then from there, kind of set the characters in the context. And then you hit some sort of conflict that grabs you. And then you follow that up with hope and inspiration and kind of the solution, and just ensuring a strong ending, a strong call to action. All right, next is from Eve from the Honduras Child Alliance. Biggest challenge is changes to Facebook pages reaching less people, and changes to Gmail that make it difficult for our newsletter to reach people. What's interesting, the one constant when it comes to digital marketing for nonprofits, the one constant is things will always change. And we got to just get used to that. We got to get used to navigating that. And simply put, you're going to just have to roll with it, right? Facebook has been around for over a decade now. And for so long, we had this huge reach for free. And it's purely a pay-to-play platform now. And not everyone is stoked on that, but it's noisy. There's billions and billions of people on it, right? So you just got to roll with it. You have to make better content. You got to stand out. There's no easy solution. And if you're also struggling with email deliverability, you just gotta figure out your KPIs there. You gotta stand out there, try new subject lines. You're talking about both mature platforms, to be honest. And you're talking about deliverability when email was maybe new, or Facebook was just building and the nonprofits were just utilizing it, right? So you get that type of land grab when a technology platform is new. These are more mature platforms, and you just got to be the best of the best to do them well. And the good news is anyone can be a practitioner and anyone can get there, I believe. All right, the next biggest challenge here is from Andrea. And no org name, but a marketing director. Biggest digital marketing challenge is coming up with fresh ideas and staying on top of trends in marketing. I know it can be hard to make time to learn, but for me, I'm a pretty busy person. I believe that like podcasts and audio is one of the best time hacks you can do, and you can invest in yourself, in your own career, and your growth, and you can find inspiration in an example. So find what best podcast you like on, marketing, tech, nonprofit fundraising. Get in there, listen. They're free. Strengthen your skill sets, and that'll help you stay on top of trends. Subscribe to blogs. Just protect the time to do it. I mean, you just gotta learn. You have to learn. To be honest, I studied marketing, and everything I learned in school, graduating was like 07, 08. Obsolete, and I just have to learn and obsess on it. You got to find that passion, but you're asking the right questions, and you're also in our Digital Marketing for Nonprofits Facebook group. Ask more, post more, build community, have some strong peers. All the things we know. We just you gotta do the work. It's like going to the gym. We all know that a healthy diet and exercise is what we gotta do to stay in shape, but we gotta put in the work. And the same thing comes when it comes to learning and being a great marketing nonprofit professional. All right, that is today's show. Here we go, right on time. And I just want to say again, I hope you have an amazing 2020. We put out a lot of content. We're putting out content kind of recapping year-end fundraising from last year. I think it's really important to like post-mortem that stuff now while it's fresh, so you can have a strong 2020 year-end. And we're also putting a lot of content out on 2020 vision, how to set OKRs, how to lead your team to a successful year. Check it out on communityboost.org. We'll see you next time.